Mrs. Johnston, for today's lesson, I do need you to go into our activity pages and print off 10.1. Or you can play the video, listen, and then print off and do the words on your own. But if you'd like to follow along with Mrs. Johnston, you may. We are going to practice some dictation identification. So if you had printed off 10.1, you are going to notice for number one that there are two words. We have two words. Mrs. Johnston is going to give you a word. We have to figure out which word Mrs. Johnston said. We're going to circle it and then we're going to write it on the board. So the word for number one is cake. A cake. Let's try the second word and see which one is correct. Cane. Cane. Mrs. Johnston said cake. Which word says cake? Cake, cane. Point to the correct word. Yes. So we are going to circle cake. And then we need to write it on the line. C A K E. Cake. We are going to complete that following that way, that pattern, all the way through. Number two. All right. For number two, our word is we. So let's practice both words and see which one says we. W-E, we. W-eep, weep. We have to circle we. Point to the word that says we. We weep. Let's circle the word we. And now we're going to write it on the line. W E. We. Number three. All right, for number three, we have two words. First, we have to figure out which word Mrs. Johnston wants you to circle. The word I want you to circle is dot. So we have to practice and figure out which one says dot. D-ate, date, d-ot, dot. Please point to the word that says dot. That is correct. We are going to circle the word dot. Now we have to write it on the line. D-O-T. Dot. Number four. Number 4 is two tricky words. We can't sound them out. So, the word that we are looking for and that we want to practice is the word there. So, let's say the two words they, there. Point to the one that Mrs. Johnston said. There. Circle the word there. Then we're going to write it Their. There. Number 5. All right, we have two words. The word that Mrs. Johnston wants you to point to is main. These two words we can sound out, so let's figure out which word says main. Man, man, main, main. Please point to the word that says main. Now circle it. And then we're going to practice writing it on the line. Maine. Maine. Number 6. All right. The word that I want you to find is rate. So let's practice our two words. Eight. Rate. Ache. Rake. Circle the word rate. Now we're going to practice it on the line. Rate. Rate. Number 7. All right, the word that we are going to find is the word bee. Let's practice. B-E. B. B-ease. Bees. Point and circle the word bee. Now let's practice it on the line. B-E. Bee. Nine. All right. The word that we need to find is the word stale. So let's practice our two words. Stale, sail, stale, stale. Point and then circle the word stale. And now let's practice it on the line. Stale, stale. 10. All right. For 10, we need to find the word he. So let's practice our words. He, eel, heel. Point and circle the word he. And now let's write it on the line. He, he. 11. All right. The word that we need to find is trade. So let's practice our two words. Aid, trade. Ack, track. Point and circle the word trade. And now let's write it. Trade, trade. And we are on our last problem, number 12. All right, the word that we need to find is the word pale. Let's practice our two words. Plate, plate, ale, pale. Point and circle the word pale. And now let's write it. Pale, pale. I hope you enjoyed our lesson today, and make sure that you upload your paper to your teacher.